everybody. We are live. Currently, the Phoenix Suns are matching up in the final game of the season in an uncomfortable position of play-in implications while being hyped as a possible contender on paper. Could they at least fend off one of and it's kind of an important game also for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We have three teams seeding over for number one in the Western Conference playoff spot. If they hit over number one seed, that's major implications for a comfortable trip for the remainder of the playoffs involving the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Denver Nuggets, and of course the Minnesota Timberwolves that haven't been the number one seed in so long. Last time they were in a dogfight over in a 6-game series, and I think it was a 6 or 5 game series against the Denver Nuggets, with them playing as the underdog, and now they have been one of the hottest teams in the Western Conference. While I'm watching now we're in an overtime game involving the Denver Nuggets and the Chicago Bulls. Nick's been trailing over with everybody in in good stride. 30, I think there was a 29-point game, and Alex Caruso called over a foul, leading by 3 are the Knicks. Down by 3 are the Knicks. 112 with Caruso marking a trade to get the lead for the Chicago Bulls. Missed game winner by Brunson to break over the deadlock when it was 109 apiece. Timberwolves Suns game on. Dun, 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 dun. Currently, we got some games. Charlotte Hornets, possibly with the biggest upset of the year. Before Donovan Mitchell got hurt, they were like a 4th seed. Now they're still in the play-in. I mean, they're still in the playoffs. Milwaukee, you lose to Orlando, and you barely even put up 100. Was allowed 122 points. Pressures Achua with a good defensive effort to break this down. Knicks down by a point. DiVincenzo gives over to Brunson over the logo. Barely 3.5 remaining. High screen with OG Anunoby to switch. Kobe White finds DiVincenzo, gets the lead, and it's good. Dante DiVincenzo. Chicago trails by 2, and he's with 25 points. What a career season for him. Precious Achua with a chase down block. But the ball gets turned over by Alex Caruso off transition. Kobe White and the speed over the glass fails to get a finish. He sells the layup. Josh Hart off help defense. DiVincenzo. Those are 2 missed chances to try to tie the game from the Chicago Bulls. Oh my gosh. Los Angeles Lakers got I think the Pelicans still have where was the defense? No! Oh, but yes for the Knicks. Precious Achua all left alone in no man's land in the paint for a 2-handed dunk to lead by 4. That's a 7-0 run for the New York Knicks. Since Chicago Bulls trailing, and that's going to be a foul by Precious Achua over Kobe White, man. That is tough, bruh. I'm not even trying to make a joke. They survived a hoax of a win, the Phoenix Suns, against the Sacramento Kings the previous game. And the Phoenix Suns, they have won 2 out of the last 3 meetings, leading only 2 in the series with a final game left against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Can lightning strike twice for the Suns? Oh, man. Please, guys, let me know in the chat, because I know YTC tried to pull up one time. Wasn't there to hear the notifications. Without Karl Anthony Towns, there's a miss on offense, but they still been hitting in strides. Clap, clap your hands. We'll be focusing on the Suns. It seems like they're going through introductions. Caruso presses half court. Help screen. Ball nearly gets stripped. Caruso strips the ball over Brunson with under 2 minutes. And it's going to be Caruso and OG Anunoby in a jump ball, bro. This guy should have been traded to a playoff team. No offense to the Chicago Bulls organization, but I think I heard from Bulls fans, we could have gotten better trade stock for a guy that tries on defense. Let's see how he's still trying to lock down, even though Brunson's still with a high-scoring game, being the thorn on the side and causing an impact play to possibly win a jump ball to get the play going, bro. And he didn't conduct a foul over that entire play. Shout out to Alex Caruso. Lakers shouldn't have not got rid of him. But we know that was for the AD trade. So sacrifices had to be made. 5 steals, bro. The Los Angeles Lakers got the New Orleans Pelicans. I think Pelicans fall still comfortably at that 6th spot in the playoffs or in the 5th. Tip-off won by OG Anunoby, picked up over Josh Hart. With 145 remaining here, Kobe, DiVincenzo shades to try to switch over with no help. So Hart stuck off the blow by Brunson, gets the ball, popped away, no call made. DeMar DeRozan off transition. Muscles out, kick out. Vucevic finds Kobe, extra pass for Caruso, no good. Rebound off Josh Hart, and he'll find Precious Achiuwa. The Knicks do this. They're now number 2 in the Eastern Conference, man. Without Julius Randle, the Knicks are still looking like the team to beat, possibly come playoffs. Up and under drive, put back over Precious Achiuwa. For the 3, Kobe White can't change the lead. Nothing. Kicks out, finds Hart. Back from Brunson to Hart. DiVincenzo, poor pass. Ball gets loose. Recovered by Kobe White, but he falls. I would just try to dribble it up. Let them try to get the fouls. Yeah, I would take time, guys. Increase the lead. Knicks are trying to make this sound like they're down by 6, while it's the other way around. And this without Andre Drummond, that rebounding should have been his rebounding would have been very helpful. I don't think Billy Donovan can draw one up. That's the thing. I never thought he was a good coach. No offense to Billy Donovan, of course. But that's just my opinion. I hate whenever you give critiques about a coach. Oh, what's poppin', City? Fake sock. Oh, never mind. It's Swerve. What's poppin', Swerve? What's poppin'? Oh, it seems like we finally got the Suns Timberwolves game up. Big playoff implications for the Phoenix Suns. With their best lineup, Grayson Waller at the wing. Front court, Kevin Durant and Yusuf Nurkic, Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, overpaid. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns returns from injury, and Rudy Gobert. That possibly is in Defensive Player of the Year conversations after like not a good first year with the Timberwolves. I've heard nothing but positive, good praise. Beforehand, I'm gonna see how the Knicks are I'm gonna see how the Knicks are gonna get second seed now in the Eastern Conference with this win against the Chicago Bulls. Dante DiVincenzo absolutely killing it. Off the blow by, takes it down to the lane and one. DeMar DeRozan scores over OG Anunoby. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan. People like disagreed with me, feeling like you don't think DeMar DeRozan doesn't want to play like it's 2005. Like he's the closest guy I remember to Kobe Bryant. Hell, he wears the most Kobe's more than Kobe Bryant. Brunson off the roll, is only down by a point to Chicago. Hart gives the extra pass. DiVincenzo, Vucevic jumps off the glass. Oh! Second chance basket from Josh Hart to clean it up over a 3-point game of under 20 seconds. Oh God. Patrice O'Neal's here. Oh God. Game planning off the Knicks to retain the league. Bulls have been playing catch up. This is how the lead. How we even went to overtime to begin with. Hart's the legitimate. Josh Hart's the legitimate heart of the squad, bro. Dun, 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 dun. I, I really thought that was crime time for a second. My my fault. My fault. I'm not trying to get canceled. Chicago off the inbound. Got one foul left before a bonus and need a point to at least try to force a foul over by the New York Knicks. Oh! Kobe White goes down. No call was made. Caruso will try to drive to the basket. Spins over to the fade to push this into a point game with 14.4 seconds remaining. We're probably going to get a full court press. DiVincenzo got an inbound. Alex Caruso just a fingernail away from a turnover to possibly change the deficit. Billy Donovan used his timeout. Oh no, it's a challenge over review of Alex Caruso got a call for an out of bounds play. Every minute, every point matters now in this. And look at this, trying to poke the ball. And yeah, that's stripped away from Alex Caruso over Jalen Brunson from the inbound. Is that George Lopez? Please, I'm not trying to get canceled, guys. I'm not. Kevin Durant. Down by 4. Currently, it's 10-6, 11-6. Phoenix Suns with a good start. Zach Sarba. Ball got stripped out. $13.8. Deuce McBride's in. So I don't always like calling them by their nicknames. Don't get me wrong, Miles. I'm proud of Miles for what the improvements he's done this season, but I'm not calling him Deuce yet. Inbounds, not trying to get the sack. Oh, ball gets loose. Josh Hart loses the goddamn ball. Chicago gets the ball back with only 13.4. Hart trying to dribble over, but it falls off his knee and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Chicago's ball, bro. 21 turnovers by the Knicks, bro. What the hell are we doing? Here, high screen over DeMar DeRozan and his bread and butter. Takes his hot spot. Never mind, he'll challenge over from the glass. Rattles around the rim. Rebound by Brunson. 2.1 seconds, and the Bulls have to foul. A better chance. Good shot selection off the double. Down the contest. Midi to change the fate of the Bulls. Rattles around over to the rim. Gets the worst luck. Outstanding defense to keep their hands up. And Dan Brunson off the foul. This is probably game for the Chicago Bulls. That's a heartbreaker. New York to inbound. Timeout. Having that to sacrifice another timeout over Tom Thibodeau because somehow the Knicks can't inbound to save their life or their mother. No offense, Dante. Love you. But so many mistakes. So many mistakes by this Knicks squad. I barely see them make 15 turnovers. 21 in a game. And major playoff implications are in this, by the way. Having the second seed is is almost as good a giveaway as getting the first seed. And this will be the first, and I called over that they possibly could get 50 wins into the regular season. Hell, they haven't even been the second best team in the Eastern Conference since 2013. So this is a major impact. Please let me know in the chat if you're trying to buzz in. Usually they make me hear a notification in the private chat. Currently, Los Angeles Lakers lead against the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, the New Orleans Pelicans. Over the inbound, DiVincenzo. Ball gets knocked away out of bounds. It's still New York. Chicago has been a thorn on the inbounding over in the possession, trying to time waste, press up and close out. And Josh Hart, as good as he is, lobs it over, turned over. Oh, Patrick Williams. He couldn't get enough time. Nobody can get a shot off the loose ball. Chicago loses in the second best team in the Eastern Conference. Goes over to the New York Knickerbockers. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now to be announced who in the play-in tournament could possibly play over the Miami Heat rivalry, could proceed to the first round, or it'll go to the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, Milwaukee will match up against the Indiana Pacers that had ended their season with 151 points in their final game, or the Cavaliers against the Orlando Magic that just played each other recently. No, the Magic had the Milwaukee Bucks. Great season by the New York Knicks, man. I couldn't be more prouder. Outstanding. We're gonna close up and see. I'm gonna close up and see what's going on in the Minnesota Timberwolves Phoenix Suns game. But that's how it is right now. Our play-in is going to be very interesting over Chicago and Atlanta, even though both teams are not expected to make it that far. While the Heat and Sixers kind of have the biggest chip over on their shoulder, making the conference semifinals, and making the finals appearance, kind of a relevancy over seeding for the Miami Heat overall. Now we're up to the 20-14, trailing by 6 are the Timberwolves. Kicks out. Beal finds Nurkic, high screen. Down the lane, Kevin Durant over Karl Anthony Towns, rattles around the rim over Jaden McDaniels. Mike Conley with the rebound. Massive miss. Anthony Edwards drives over. Oh, Grayson Allen. Ball gets fallen out, and it's going to count as a no call. Trying to plead for a foul call. Conley trying to calm the young player, the young superstar down. Edwards off the drive. Kevin Durant looks like he got a hand over on Anthony Edwards, but no call was made, and it's going to be out of bounds. Well, it looks like the play-in and the playoffs are kind of set in stone. Who could possibly win their game? Could it be the Timberwolves, Thunder, and the Nuggets? Suns are the only team to probably swap positions to escape playing for the New Orleans Pelicans over the Los Angeles Lakers. PB means playing bound, right? Playing clinched. So probably the only position to switch in one night could be the Lakers, the just the Suns and the Pelicans, depending on their seeding. And for the Suns fans, if they kind of make it to the play-in, it's a wash. It's a wash. I'm just saying. It's what the NBA's gonna get. No call over Yusuf Nurkic. Up defense is there. Kevin Durant, Royce O'Neal back to Allen. Swings over Devin Booker. Extra pass over Yusuf Nurkic. Tippy toes over from the corner three. No good. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Trailing by 10 are the Timberwolves. Edwards off the roll ball, and that's going to be a reach and foul by Grayson Allen. Three-point ball. Another tray over by the Phoenix Suns, but a tough finish over by Anthony Edwards. Trailed us back over to a 11-point game. 27-6 lob over the post. Kevin Durant swings over Booker. Stuck over Nickeil Alexander Walker. Rebound by Anthony Edwards. Down ball gets loose again, man. The Timberwolves are not coming to play, man. They don't want that first seed. Up and under finish. Naz Reid with a foul over Devin Booker. We check over what's going on as well. Los Angeles Lakers leading by, they're leading by 7. As expected, we got Pistons versus Spurs. I guess for lottery implications, that's going to be an important game. Well, Sacramento kind of has a winnable game against the Portland Trail Blazers, Houston Rockets. Opening with the lead against the Los Angeles Clippers. Rockets already eliminated from playoff and playing. But if the Suns make it, man, we gotta stack play-in tournament. Ball gets stripped. Kevin Durant off transition finds Beal up and under scoop layup with a second chance. Gets the tip in. Pause by Kevin Durant. Currently, the Suns are picking up the pace, leading nearly half of the margin of the lead. Overhead over slow mo finds Nas Reed, picks up over Anthony Edwards. Ball gets stripped out of bounds. Red Baron, you're better off of 7-Eleven pizza. I bet that saves you even more. No, I think Red Baron's cheaper frozen pizza. It was like $5 over 7. Hell, you're better off of a struggle pizza. Just grab some ketchup, slice, Wonder Bread, and freaking some cheese. You're better off with that than you are with Red Baron. DiGiorno's also overrated. I don't care what anybody says. Pull up midi. That's good enough. Kevin Durant. Currently, the Suns are cooking. Miami Heat doesn't make the Toronto Raptors for the second to last time of the week. Close out to the season. Hawks were just an embarrassment against the Indiana Pacers. 151 points of offense. Pacers could have one of the more entertaining postseasons. Hamboning. Now I'm gonna try to transition to the Lakers game against the Pelicans because that's an important one for the Pelicans. The glorious king. You guys heard about his son? Also, possibly going to retain for the NBA draft, and some people might escalate the situation involving Bronny James choosing to head to the pros with a possible lackluster collegiate career with the USC Trojans. He could possibly even go back if he didn't evaluate so well in the NBA draft. His basketball career isn't over. And the kid came from a heart issue, a cardiac. Yeah, he came from a cardiac issue early, and then he still played a whole college season and started a few games. Showed his upside. I think most people showed that he had a high IQ for a guard of his size, being like a 6'4" guard that could move the ball pretty well. Had an iffy shot, has some decent athleticism, like and possibly just the collegiate level can't. It's not always going to transition to the pro level for certain NBA players that probably didn't even have that much of a storied collegiate career, but they ended up playing very well, having a tenure in the NBA or at least did well overseas. So you can't always try to put over like the collegiate level for basketball players as an end all be all. It's not like NFL. It's not like how the NFL is. It sounds like we're back. Kevin Durant, 32 points. Phoenix Suns with 32 points today. 12 of 8, highly efficient from behind the arc. 4 of 6. Down the lane, kick out. Alexander Walker, air ball, Jesus. Down the lane, steps it out. Devin Booker takes his time with Kyle Anderson. Crosses left. Booker swings out. Royce O'Neal, corner three. Drew Eubanks. Rebound by Anthony Edwards. Finds Kyle Anderson. Kicks out over to Karl Anthony Towns. He'll drive down to the rim. It's good. Down by 12 now. Eubanks rolls for the high screen. And it's corner three from Beal from Royce O'Neal. How do you feel? Let's get this by 15 Phoenix Suns cooping up with some big momentum here, and the Lakers are in a comfortable lead right now. And oh my God, they're not missing. Suns are not missing. That's gonna be Beal with another tray. Under 1.5. I think this is what people are expecting. Three bucket getters, not a lot of transition. Overhead lob up the post. Reed, sidestep. Alexander Walker, Trey, no good. Edwards, offensive rebound. Crashes the glass, no good. Royce O'Neal with the rebound. Scoop pass over Beal. Bounce pass over Eubanks. One-handed jam gets interrupted. Corner in top of the key. Trey, Devin Booker knocks it down, man. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Wow. I'm shocked they're airing these games very early. Very early. I think we opened over at 11:30. The Knicks game against Chicago Bulls opened at 1 p.m. High screen over Drew Eubanks. This has been the best quarter I've ever seen the Suns play. Trailing by nearly 20 points at the first quarter. They already allowed 11, but Naz Reid trying to pit pocket over Devin Booker off the dribble, not letting him take his time. Backcourt violation. No call. The three off the ball. Oh my gosh. The hot hand over Bradley Beal. But oh, real deal. Bradley Beal is back. What a tray. Nickeil Alexander Walker struggling to get his hand. Oh, off the buzzer. Second air ball. Outstanding defense and offense. Suns are shooting on all cylinders. Look at quiet kid. This is insane. I'm not taking that back, by the way. Well, we're at the end of the second quarter while the Lakers are only leading by a decent sum 17-24. Anthony Davis having a good start to the game, 10 points in the first quarter. Off the drive, up the post, and he's muscling up over Larry Nance Jr. Ball gets stripped by the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball gets popped over, scoops out from Marshall, stuck with Ingram. Former Laker steps out down the drive, pump fakes Jose Alvarado. But oh my God, it's hot potato turnover three. Pelicans can't get it over, and there's a foul on the New Orleans Pelicans, and that's a technical foul by Larry Nance Jr. Of course. Don't waste my time here. My time. I want my close up, baby. Don't waste my time. Off the drive, D'Angelo Russell, my favorite Laker, rattled around the rim over the fading two, and a warning of a possible transition foul off Anthony Edwards. I don't know if he lost his footing. 45 seconds over transition. Alvarado sizes up with D'Angelo Russell. Ingram coming, cutting away from me, cutting away from the wing. Stuck with Ruri Hachimura. Up the forcing two. It's good. D'Lo steps out, fading two. That's Anthony. And here comes CJ McCollum subbing back in for the New Orleans Pelicans. So New Orleans Pelicans, I understand there was poor traction, and I feel like one bad source of media just got them completely out of loop because of Zion Williamson's conditioning. He came back bigger and stronger. Man, off the buzz. Oh my goodness! Brandon Ingram off a buzzer to end the quarter. Down by 4. What a shot overhead. Over near half court, over Anthony Edwards' dome. What a tray. Well, we close out the quarter that way while we're back trailing by 20 or the lob attempt over Rudy Gobert overhead. Don't waste my time here. My time. I want my closer, baby. Misses off the tray and a loose ball foul of Yusuf Nurkic. That's already 3 personal fouls in the half. That's not a good look for Yusuf Nurkic. Trying to keep one of their premier forwards. Oh, it looks like you guys got to do Bull. You don't want Yusuf Nurkic out the game, don't you? I apologize. I know that sounds sneaky as fuck. Nothing's wrong with Bull, guys. He's better than Wembenyama. whoever, whoever the fuck said that, bro. Conley bounces over Rudy Gobert. He got a kick out. Back Mike Conley. Stuck with Grayson Allen. Sets the roll over the lob from baseline. Barely can handle off the dribble. Nickeil Alexander Walker spins out. No, I think that's Jaden McDaniels. No, Alexander Walker. My fault. And that's going to be a foul over McLaughlin. Yo, I thought that was Marquise Chris. I'm about to bug out because there's no way his ass is still in the league. There's no way Marquise Chris still got an NBA contract. Oh, it's Thaddeus Young. My fault. So right now it's Thaddeus Young, Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, Bradley Beal, and Bol. While it's been just Jaden McLaughlin, Nick Alexander Walker, Rudy Gobert, Kyle Anderson with Mike Conley. Kill him. Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. Kill him, John. Kick out Walker, finds slow mo, rolls off the screen for the pick and roll from Rudy Gobert from Kyle Anderson. Thaddeus Young. Oh, they got a lot of playoff experience. Thaddeus Young been in the NBA for a long minute. Corner and wing from the mid corner three for Mike Conley. Mike Conley, man, I haven't seen him play so well since his time over in Memphis. That's Rudy Gobert getting a personal foul. Rudy Gobert just pushed it over to the shoulder from the up and under. Too late to put a hand up over to defend. It's just a bit of contact. That is a ridiculous call. Thaddeus Young will get an extra point after the foul call. Walker down McLaughlin doing the Kyle Lowry. Oh no, that's Jaden McDaniel. Step back three over Bull. No good. Such a wingspan. That's going to be difficult to get a shot over Bull, man. Royce O'Neal getting subbed out. Devin Booker is back over Bradley Beal. You'd think Philadelphia would be above play-in implications, and it would just be Orlando. But Orlando's been under the radar for being a great defensive young team, and Philly's been without Embiid for like 2 to 3 months. And yet, the biggest conversation that these Phoenix fans want to have is Philly fans want to have is about just the new ruling that you have to play more games to deserve awards. Dumbest shit I've ever heard. And the dumbest thing is like you gotta like that's gonna be the motivation for your star player to play more. So you have to play more to earn it. Dumbest arguments certain NBA fans try to get themselves into, bro. Wow, you got to show up to work more to get employee of the month. That's crazy. Go make my coffee. Literally, come on, fam. It's like a silly argument to have. Whoever is like defending over that you got to play majority of the games to get yourself awarded something, you're just a basic homer. Bobo off the rolling screen, off the handoff. Devin Booker can't follow through. Offensive rebound. Bobo gets it stripped away by Anthony Edwards. Off transition. More numbers of Phoenix Suns. Ball gets a charge over Drew Eubanks, Kyle Anderson. Already 14 turnovers for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Over the lane, Eubanks sets over another high rolling screen, but baseline two-handed jam off the dunk spot for Bull. Like anywhere above the foul line is a dunk spot for Bull. Devin Booker already with four assists up the post. Edwards with the extra pass. Nas Reed with a lot of space. No good. And Bobo making messy mistakes. I'm gonna try to keep up. Am I hearing fucking Big Time Rush? Oh god, they're both in commercial break, fam. Maybe you light up your room like nobody else. I thought that bitch was Stephanie McMahon. Shout out to Bayer Leverkusen winning the Bundesliga. Kind of outclassed the whole Bundesliga, man. There's usually like one German team that takes over Bayern Munich, and they've been a sensational. Most funnest teams to play against, looking dominant, looking fast, looking dangerous with a former player as their coach, and he's going to stay there for a while. So congrats to Xavi Alonso and the whole Bayern Leverkusen. Usually you don't get rewarded for winning top of the league. Have a whole playoff system. And nothing's wrong with that. Of course, uh, I've been I've been raised around the playoff system, so nothing against it. It's just a different format of how we do over a regular season. And the more successful your team is, the more games you play. That's a tough spot to be in. But in soccer, you have the best conditioned body in the world of sports. So there's not really they're really conditioned for that type of long haul. 'Cause people keep forgetting how big a football pitch is. Still 55-35, barely 16 remaining. Here near the end of the half, the Suns been playing nothing but good basketball. Bobo closed out with a baseline slam from the fifth assist from Devin Booker. Here comes the inbound over to Jay McDaniels from Anthony Edwards. Major mistake by the Timberwolves to score. Down the lane. Up and under lay. Oh, ball gets loose and CJ McCollum falls in the middle of the paint. Gabe Vincent, motherfucker, took 20 years to suit up. Gabe Vincent has took 20 years to suit up. Oh, I can watch it on ESPN. Oh, okay. Down the lane, and now it's gonna be for Tarion Prince. Lakers actually with a pretty suitable lead, while the Suns could hook up to get out to the sixth seed. So this is possibly the best situation for the Lakers to be winning. From the wing, that's a 3-pointer. And Herbert Jones with a good 3-pointer. Hail Saban! Hail Saban! Off transition, down by 17. Turnover problem got to stop. Drew Eubanks stuck over in the foul line, waiting to hand off over to Bradley Beal. Rolls off the spin out from behind the arc of the screen. Fading bank shot goes nowhere. Second chance bucket, rebound by Towns. Finding Nickel Alexander Walker through the lane, kicks out Edwards, stuck with Kevin Durant. That frame should be good for perimeter defense. Stuck over Jaden McDaniels, spins out over to the post, forcing the 2 over Devin Booker, goes nowhere. Booker matched up with Naz Reid, pressing on him face to face. Floating to, oh, and he falls, but he gets the bucket, but no foul. He gets the glitter, but not the gold. Kevin Durant fading out too. Oh my goodness, they are shooting in all cylinders, bro. They are having. And Isaiah Thomas, the living mascot. I'm joking. Shout out to Isaiah Thomas, man. Good. That's what happens when you don't give up on your dream. Naz Reid with a long tray. Don't give up on your dream. Ooh, yeah. Lowest scoring game over April 5th after last season. I mean, after the last game. Eastern Conference kind of set in stone. We got Sixers to play off against the Miami Heat in the play-in tournament. Whoever wins gets a matchup against the second seeded Knicks. So John remember they doesn't really sell any new shoes. Huh? Oh. Yeah, 118 and 103. Toronto Raptors, God, absolute garbage, abysmal, abhorrent. RJ Barrett, I saw their last game against the Miami Heat. Bradley Beal getting into it with Anthony Edwards in the middle of the court. I mean, over by courtside near the bench. Whoa. Inbounded over from Booker, back from Beal to Booker, off position, Alexander Walker. Booker lobs. Kevin Durant catches the double. The shades over, finds Beal. Oh no, Booker with way too much space. Rattles around the rim, second chance bucket by Eubanks, and there's a foul called. Appreciate you guys for the dialogue and love over that video. I had a recent upload up involving my thoughts on the first episode. Go out and check out the first episode and see my thoughts on that. It did air over in the 12th. Bald, bald. Kevin Durant is bald. You know what? Never mind. It's not even a running joke anymore, bro. Look like an oil puddle on his head, man. Just looks like a heat map on his head. Poor bastard. Karl Anthony Towns on the line. He missed one out of his two. Defense, defense, defense. You down the lane, rolls over, kicks out. Grayson Allen from Booker. Down the lane, up and under call. No, it's going to be a block from Rudy Gobert. Off transition. Towns. Poor miscommunication. Turnover again for the Timberwolves. What's going on? Trying to sell, get in the first seed already? Hasn't been done since 2014. 2004 was the last time the Timberwolves were number one in the Western Conference. And they're trying to sell this. Pull up three. Conley. Eubanks gets the ball stripped. Towns is matched up over McDaniels. Lobs it over to the corner. Edwards couldn't get a footing. It's going to be turned over again, bro. Five turnovers for Anthony Edwards, bro. He has as many turnovers as rebounds, bro. People wish that was a compliment. What the hell is the Timberwolves doing? And he has a third of that? 49. The Timberwolves are trying to close up the gap. With only a minute to spare at the half. The game plan. Kevin Durant missing a mid-range jumper. Drew Eubanks tips over the ball. It's going to be Edwards finding Kevin Durant. And here comes the kick out over by Booker. Rudy Gobert Grayson Allen trying to catch him off surprise from the floater. Beal there to try to match up over with Anthony Edwards. Eddie McDaniels now on the line after the foul call made. Yankees won 8-2 against the Cleveland Guardians. Very good pitching staff, but somehow they just could not. The hell, there wasn't even a inning where there wasn't, the bases loaded for the New York Yankees. Two straight shots made over. Defense. Pull up off with Evan Booker. My God, it seems like the hot hand is missed. Oh, missed the lane. Anthony Edwards and one. Trails us into a 12-point game. Calls over the foul as well. Momentum has shifted. Trailing by 20 at the quarter and nearly cut in the deficit, damn near under 10 points near the end of the half. And we know that Edwards wanted to say some mess over to Bradley Beal for the longest time. Down 11 with under 30 seconds. Devin Booker will give it over to Grayson Allen. Somehow the blow by was good enough. Booker between the defense can't get it over to the buzzer, trailing by 13. And that's going to end it over in a half. They're trailing by 13. I'm shocked this is a bit delayed. We're at the end of the half. ESPN is a bit delayed. I don't know what the heck's the problem. Okay, a decent game. I don't know why the Suns were trying to pull their punches, and now it's a possible comeback game for the Minnesota Timberwolves with the game plan ahead of their offense. That seems to be the only thing going for the Phoenix Suns at the moment. Yusuf Nurkic was in foul trouble. That's why we didn't see him for majority of the second quarter, and that did cut him off of trying to get boards over Drew Eubanks. Headache. And now we're going over halftime performances for the local area. Oh man, Los Angeles Lakers. It's 82. Mavericks are load managing as we speak. They are as comfortable can be if it was ever a living person. Damn near 40-point smash at the half. Jason Kidd needs to get out, bro. I don't know what universe it's ever going to be a good game plan. Let's load manage, but our team got to play like absolute dog water. Yeah, I can see the problem right now. They keep putting this Prosper guy, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell has had his minutes fluctuate since they've been starting actual bigs that do work. That's ridiculous. Daniel Gafford's been having an outstanding season with the Mavericks. Yet we're pushing over Dwight Powell, because the Mavericks want to load manage for the postseason. Los Angeles Lakers are actually having a decent 19-point lead near the half to close out against the New Orleans Pelicans, while the Denver Nuggets lead by 10. Somehow, it's only a 10-point game. Yet the lower players play-in seeded Lakers are somehow leading by 19 against a higher seeded sixth New Orleans Pelicans. Now that could change, but by God, it's just embarrassing. What you singing? Lobs overhead. Miles turnover. Evan Mobley. Keep forgetting about that chase down block Anthony Edwards that had him hit his head. That was possibly one of the best moments to happen this season. The play-in tournament. Oh my god. Pack picks. Man, fuck those kids. They're just easier expiration dates. Shooting out the wing in the corner. Timberwolves are just warming up. Bruh. 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 Oh, That's harsh. That's harsh. They made WWE 2K24 already 15% off. We're nearing back over to the second half of basketball. He's like, we're back with answer. 66 to 53. Sparkle farts is insane. Bradley Beals with 18, 12 points on Grayson Allen, 10 points on Kevin Durant. Yusuf Nurkic had 5 assists and 4 steals. Obviously, the defensive anchor, but has foul trouble. 12 points by Devin Booker. Forgot, isn't that Shane Battier? Miles Nelson. Now we're back. Yusuf Nurkic gives it. Oh, Kevin Durant. Quick little blow by. Sells the dunk. Ball slipped through his hands like that baby should have over Michael Jackson. Up the post. And that's a loose ball foul by Devin Booker. I apologize for that joke. That was terrible. I'm going through a bit. Still fucking technical issues. Down by 10. Booker off the dribble. Takes it down the contest and one. Off transition. Kevin Durant off the Euro step. Misses a chance, but picked up by Booker. Swings out Grayson Allen over to Yusuf Nurkic. Kicks out Kevin Durant. Extra pass over to Bradley Beal baseline. Ball goes out, but it's still Suns ball. From the baseline to Bradley Beal, outstanding game. Edwards, still gotta follow through. So well in this dream.